Hello, my friends. Today I am going to guide you through my top 7 poses to stimulate digestion and to nurture a happy belly. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga. If you are experiencing any kind of gas, bloating, or digestive discomfort, this sequence is specifically designed to increase gut motility to get things moving along through the digestive system. This is a beginner-friendly sequence. You won't need any special flexibility. You won't need any special props. Just a mat on the floor or a carpeted surface. And let's go ahead and begin our Yoga for Digestion sequence. We'll begin in a seated position with crossed legs. You can feel free to sit on a chair or sit on top of a cushion if that makes this easier. Let the hands rest on the knees. Sit up with your spine tall and allow your eyes to close. And take a deep breath in through the nose and draw it all the way down to the belly. Let your belly expand. Exhale and pull your belly back toward your spine as you empty the belly out. Inhale once again into the belly, expanding it forward. Exhale, draw the navel back toward the spine. So we're engaging the most inner abdominal wall muscle. And as we inhale, we're releasing this inner abdominal wall muscle, the transversus. And we exhale one more time, drawing it back toward the spine. Very good. Let's inhale now, expand the belly forward. And we'll take 4 exhales like this. Good. Inhale. And again. And hold the breath out on this last one. Try and hollow out the space under your ribs. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Allow the eyes to open now and come onto the floor on your belly for our first yoga pose to stimulate digestion, which is seal pose. We'll start out on the forearms with the palms down, and you could stay here, or you could lift up with straight arms. And as you come into this seal pose, you'll feel the belly stretch. And now as you take your next inhale through the nose, draw the breath all the way down to the belly. And as you exhale, belly comes back in toward the spine. Inhale through the nose, expand the belly. Exhale from the belly out through the nose. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze it out with the abdominal muscles. And we'll draw the elbows back toward the floor. Release the head down. And place your hands at either side of your chest to press your hips up and back into child's pose. Hips come back toward the heels. Forehead comes toward the floor. And rest here. And now come back up to hands and knees and back onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Clasp your fingers, tuck your toes under, lift the legs up. And we'll hold this for up to about half a minute. You can just hold as long as your body is able and willing. This is wonderful to stimulate the whole abdominal wall and to get some movement in the digestive organs. Keep on breathing. And we want to especially milk these exhales so that we can stimulate the belly. See if you can take 2 or 3 more breaths here. Good. Let's release the legs back down and press back all the way to downward facing dog. We're going to tuck the toes under and lift up the hips. And now walk your legs, bending one knee at a time. We're just using downward dog as a transitional pose. And from here, we're going to take the feet shoulder width distance apart, so a little wider, and walk the hands back to come into a standing forward bend. And as we bring the heart below the hips and the head below the heart, this upside down orientation of the body is another way to get things moving through your system. And now let's bring it right down into a squat. Lower the hips and bring your palms together inside of your knees. Your heels might hover or they might rest all the way down on the floor. Either way is fine. As you rest here, you can feel how there is a powerful stimulation of the pelvis going on in this pose, and also just a really nice lower back stretch. And I like to move around in this pose sometimes. You could play around with that, shifting the hips side to side. Great, let's let the hands come back to the floor and make your way into a seated position. Take the feet out in front of you and we'll come into boat pose. In boat pose, we start with the feet in front, knees bent, and lean the upper body back. Let the arms come out in front of you and see how much you can lift your feet off the ground. This action of balancing here is a great way to stimulate the abdominals, the core, and to get the digestive system to wake up. If you want to challenge yourself more, you could lift your feet higher, maybe to the level of your knees. And you can also think about leaning your upper body farther back. Maybe you want to even straighten the legs. Good, let's bring it back down, feet to the floor, and come all the way down onto your back. And on your back, hug your knees in toward your chest. Gently rock side to side. And our fifth pose for digestion is happy baby pose. From here, let's lift the head up toward the knees and reach the hands down to hold the bottoms of the feet, soles of the feet come up. Let the head come back down to the floor. And hold as you gently draw your knees down toward your armpits. It might even feel good to roll side to side. So when we have digestive issues, movement is such a good thing. Being still is kind of the worst thing. Take a deep breath in now. And exhale, release. Let's extend the body long, extend the legs long down the mat, interlace the fingers, press the palms up and away over your head. And draw both knees in as you hug the arms, clasping the hands around the knees. Inhale, deep breath. And now extend the left leg down onto the mat, clasping around the right knee. Hug the right knee in toward your chest. This is our sixth pose, called wind relieving pose. And we always do this pose with the right leg in first, because what we're doing is stimulating with the ascending colon, and the direction of digestion begins at the ascending colon and then it moves over to the left side. So we're following the direction of that final stage of digestion. Inhale. And exhale, release the leg, extend it long down the ground and interlace the fingers to press the palms up over your head. Long body stretch, inhale. And exhale, hug both knees into your chest. And now our wind relieving pose, second side. Hold the left knee as you extend the right leg forward onto the mat. And here we're stimulating now the descending colon, the last part of our digestive tract. Let's take a deep breath into the left side of the abdominals. Exhale and squeeze into the left side of the abdomen. Inhale and exhale. And release, extend the left leg long. One last time, interlace fingers, palms press up over the head. Inhale deep. And exhale, release the arms down to your sides as you bend your knees. We'll come into a spinal twist now as our final pose for digestion. We're going to take the knees in and over to the right. And left arm out to the left side. You can have this right hand on the knees if that feels good. And rest here. Breathing into the twist in the side body. Breathing into the abdomen as it gently twists. And bring the legs back up to the center and over to the second side. Right arm out to the right side, left hand on the knees. Deep breath into the low belly. Exhale. Slowly release the twist and come back up to the center. And that's our last pose, but we have one bonus move, which is a self-massage called the I love you massage. We're going to be tracing the shape of an I and then an L and then a U on the abdomen. So that's the I love you part. The I begins right down here at the right hip crease, and you want to feel the soft part of the right side of the belly right inside your hip bone. And you start to dig the fingers in a way that doesn't hurt, not so much that it hurts, but just to feel some stimulation. We're going to start to walk these hands up, fingertips continuing to just press in different ways. Continue to travel up, up, up until you get to the low ribs on the right side. We don't want to go on the bone, but just stay under the bone. That's the I. So we've just massaged the ascending colon. Let's do that again. We're going to start to create our L now. So we'll massage from the hip crease, coming up that soft area and to the space right below the right rib. Now for this part, we want to inhale first. And then exhale as you begin to travel fingers toward the left. So we're tracing this area right under the ribs. We want to do this on an exhale because it makes it a lot easier and more effective. All the way to the bottom of the left ribs. So this is our upside down L we've just drawn. Now we'll do our U. We begin in the same exact place, right hip crease. Begin to travel the fingers up, slowly massaging. And now make the other part of your L all the way to the side, exhaling as you go along. Now we're at the bottom left ribs, just below the ribs. Inhale your breath, and as you exhale, travel down with your fingers down the left side, slowly, slowly, till you get to the left hip crease area. And that's the I love you massage. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today. You can do that for a few more repetitions if you'd like. I hope you enjoyed this yoga for digestion practice. Thank you so much for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the notices about my future releases. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope that your belly feels better after this. Let me know in the comments if you found this effective, and I will see you in the next video.